Jay coming at you live once again. Today, Monday evening, a rainy evening here in New York City, and you can see that my hair has been compromised by the rain. But regardless, continuing with Your Invisible Power by Genevieve Buren. Today, chapter 3, guys. So, what I decided to do is I'm actually going to um, extract. Hey, what's going on, Rick? Long time no see. I'm going to extract even further from each chapter. I'm going to really summarize them and read as little as possible from them and share as much as I can. So today, chapter 3, I'm gonna get right on it. And today the chapter talks about the relationship between the mental and the physical form. Um, and I'll give you the conclusion right away. The conclusion is that actually mental and physical form are one and the same. Cause and effect, they are two different sides of the same coin, and they are one and the same regardless, nonetheless. I will read some of the highlights. Material form is necessary for the self-recognition of spirit from the individual standpoint. And this is the means through which the creative process is carried forward. Therefore, far from matter being an illusion and something that ought not to be, matter is the necessary channel for the self differentiation of spirit. Let me read that again. Matter is the necessary channel for the self differentiation of spirit. And what does this self differentiation um, mean? The self differentiation of spirit. So what we come into contact with here is one of the deep principles that Thomas Trower shares, and the root of the idea is that at the end of the day um, we are all made of the same substance, and the way that I usually work this idea out in my mind, right? And it's just my idea. What's going on, Vishal? Wow, long time no see, brother. So we're all made of the same stuff. And what does that mean is that at the end of the day, me, the phone that I'm talking to, the monitor that I'm looking at here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, everything that we see in our world, at the end of the day, is made of atoms. It's made of protons, electrons, and and neutrons. And then I don't know if you want to like break it down further. I think they discovered more matter. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But the idea is, at the end of the day, we are all still made of the same stuff. And the thing is that then if we are all made of the same stuff, then what is it that makes anything different? And that is our perception and is our working of the differentiation between matter and form. So basically, what Thomas Trower and Genevieve Buren are telling us, that it is our power to use our mind to have a mental picture, which is the starting point of all creation. And that's why matter is not an illusion, but a necessary channel through which life differentiates itself. Because think about this: if everything is made of the same material, of everything is made of the same basic material, and let's just pretend that the same basic material is atoms, there has to be something that differentiates itself, and what matter um, that is what matter comes in as the functioning form that gives different experiences of self differentiation to life itself. And Genevieve Buren goes on to say, if you consider matter in its right order as the polar opposite of spirit, you will not find any antagonism between them. Actually, together they constitute one harmonious whole. When you practice visualizing, you are working from cause to effect, from beginning to finish. In reality, and here it comes, your mental picture is the specialized working of the originating spirit. And she says, yeah, we can go on for hours and hours about like what makes. Hey, Jennifer, how you doing? And we can go all hours and hours into discussing like the whole like science behind it and whatever, but that's not what this author is attempting to do. It's not what I'm claiming to understand and do. But what is there to really understand at the end of the day is that we're all made of the same substance, whatever you want to call that substance, spirit, atom, whatever you want to call it. And spirit is actually one and the same with matter. And through spirit, mental images and pictures are created. And those mental images that are created in your mind, in spirit, are what gives you the perception to be able to differentiate different things in life. But what is there to really get acquainted with and accept the idea is that there is no one particle that possesses in itself a greater power of originating motion than the other. And it is this. It is this something that we mean when we speak of as spirit. There is an initial movement. There is an initial substance through which everything is being formed, right? And this initial movement is one and the same as with the material, and it's the same power that brought universal substance into existence and will bring your individual thought or mental picture into physical form. There is no difference of kind in the power. The only difference is a different scale. The power and the substance themselves are the same. And the point that the author is making here is that whether it was the original thinking substance, whether it was the mind of God, if you want to so call it, that started to become aware of all this, started to increase its awareness of all these different forms of matter that it can create through the mind, we have the same God-given power to create what we want with our mind. That power, you have just as much power as the creator of it all. It's just that the scale of the power is different. But the power in and of itself is the same. You have the same creative powers. And the invitation in the whole book actually is, what are you using your mental power to create? What are you using that power for? Are you using your creative power to create the things that you want in life? Or are you using that power to create the things that you don't want in life? A lot of the times, and a lot of the conversations that I'm having lately with people is, hey, what do you want? I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that. And I'm like, wait, hold on. I asked you what you wanted, not what you don't want. And it's actually almost confusing for people to like grasp the idea. Oh, wait, actually, so yeah, what exactly is it that I want? And it's because we've been conditioned and programmed for so long to look at the things that we don't like and the things that we lack. However, the fun part in life and the greatest and the most joyful creation power that you have is to focus all your power in exactly that which you want, and really making it a clear picture and living in that picture, because you do not have in your life what you want. You have in your life who you are. So my practical suggestion for you all as I wrap up this session is, think about what thoughts you're carrying in your mind. Are you carrying thoughts of positivity, possibility, and growth, or are you too stuck in your own like lack and limitation, and why things can't be done instead of why things can be done? And think about that balance. And remember, you always have the power to choose on which you have the power to focus on the side that you want to focus. And as we've all heard many times, where focus goes, attention goes, and power flows, and results show, or something like that, right? So use your power of focus powerfully, visualize, and I'll see you on the next one. Much love.